Yeah. Welcome back to the Sonic Locker Room. This is Bill Althouse of Sideliner Sports, and we're celebrating our 18th year, bringing you the best and the brightest from Eastern Jackson County and the metro area. And it's always such a pleasure to visit with our good friend Matt Good, the Lee Summit West speech and debate coach. And Matt, you're coming off a weekend that I'm sure you and all the members of your speech and debate teams will never forget, winning a district championship at North Kansas City High School and now sending 12 members of your team to state the last weekend of April. You've been doing this a long time, Matt. Does it ever get any better than seeing young men, young women who have worked so hard advance to state?
It is one of my favorite things about the job, Bill, is watching in some cases something they've done their whole high school career pay off and see them accomplish what is usually one of their biggest goals, and that's to get to go to state.
Were you anticipating that type of success at the district meet?
I was anticipating some success. I didn't know that we were going to be a contender for the district championship. That was until the results were coming in, and towards the end of the day, I had a pretty good feeling we were in the hunt. But I certainly didn't start the day thinking we'd come away with more than a handful of state qualifiers.
Is 12 one of the largest numbers you've ever taken to state, Matt?
Yeah, I was trying to think. Yes, I think it might be the largest number.
Wow, that's just great.
Okay.
Two young ladies made a big impact this past weekend at the district championship performance at North Kansas City High School. Natalie Rush and Liz Noel. Natalie, as a senior, how exciting was that moment when you found out, number one, that you were district champions, and number two, that you and Liz and 10 of your teammates are going to state?
Yeah, it was very exciting for the team, kind of like what our coach said. Like, it wasn't very anticipated at first, but then all of the results came through. And it was just a really special moment for the team, knowing that this was one of the largest number of state qualifiers we've ever had. And it was really just like a unifying moment for the team, and the fact that we all put in hard work and dedication, and it paid off, and we won the district.
Natalie, what areas did you compete in this past weekend?
I competed in the areas of U.S. extemporaneous speaking and policy debate.
Two different aspects of speech and debate. Extemporaneous speaking. What is that? About a 10-minute presentation where it's just you and the judges?
It's a 7-minute long speech where you get 30 minutes to prepare after you draw a question and about a current event, and you have to answer said question in front of two judges in the round.
You know, what's that like? I can't imagine what it's like anticipating what you're going to be talking about and then having 30 minutes to prepare.
Yeah, it definitely puts people under pressure, which I think is so rewarding because it really helps me be able to work under certain amounts of pressure. And you can kind of anticipate a little bit about what you're talking about based on current events, but because it varies so much, you kind of don't know, and it's a big pressure moment.
My gosh, Natalie, the world changes, it seems like, every minute, every second, let alone every day, week, or year. What did you talk about?
I talked about the current state of the World Health Organization, and then I talked about potential legislation and potential candidates for the midterm elections.
Good for you. Now, with the policy debate, tell us a little bit about that.
so policy debate is a debate event, which is you and a debate partner against another person and a debate partner. And you debate a policy proposal that affirms a resolution, and then the negative is tasked with going against that policy proposal. And this year the topic is about developing in the Arctic.
What's it like working with a partner? How is that different than having, all the weight of a performance just on your shoulders?
I think working with a partner is very beneficial because you can share ideas with that person in the round. You don't have to rely on your own thinking and your own knowledge because you have another person who's also providing ideas and a good work ethic in the round.
What's it like going to state as a senior?
It's really amazing. I've had the opportunity to go to state since my sophomore year, and I'm really glad that I get another chance to compete at the state tournament.
Oh, congratulations, Natalie. That's tremendous. Liz Noel, a senior. She's going to state. What was this last weekend like for you, Liz?
It held a lot of pressure because it's not a debate event that I did as much as I've done in the past year. So it was a lot more anticipation of whether or not I would be successful in this tournament. And it came out that I was. It was just a lot of pressure and having to prep out what your opponents might argue and talking to other teams about what they've seen. So it's basically just a lot of people working together and making each other successful, which in turn made my partner and I be very successful and be able to qualify to state.
Were you involved with your partner in policy?
No, I was not. My partner in policy graduated last year, so this year I switched over to public forum.
Okay. Tell us about public forum.
Yeah, so it's a debate event where at first semester your topic changes every other month, and then second semester it changes every month. So you're basically arguing as to whether or not the U.S. government should enact or should do something on a national level or an international level. For this month, we were talking about whether or not the government should ban corporate acquisition of single-family residences. So whether or not corporations should own these residences and what they should do with them.
Now, with a new partner, how long did it take for you two guys to just really begin to click and develop that chemistry that's necessary to advance to state?
Yeah, so we've known each other for, I think, since around 5th grade. So we've been able to be friendly with one another. So it wasn't necessarily a new person I had to debate with. We've had a relationship before, so it wasn't very difficult to click with one another. And I feel as if our personalities are quite similar, so we're able to help one another out fairly well and be able to just be very successful when it comes hand in hand. And we've been debating since December together, so we've had a little bit of time to prepare for this moment.
Liz, has everything meant a bit more to you this year because you are a senior?
It definitely has, yes, especially because the past year I qualified to state and national, so it feels as if there's a lot of pressure to be able to do the same this year. So being able to get one step further is really special to me.
In speech and debate, I just believe every student should take at least one semester of speech and debate to prepare them for life outside of the world of high school or college. In speaking to you and Natalie, I know both of you are going to be huge successes in life. Liz, with you, are you going to take this to the next level collegiately?
I don't think I will debate on a collegiate level, but I definitely will use the skills that I've gained from speech and debate to be successful in my college career and further.
Natalie, how about you?
I do not believe I'm going to continue speech and debate in college, but I'm interested in doing mock trial, which is a similar activity.
Does this year mean a bit more to you being a senior?
Yeah, definitely. Like Liz said, I've qualified to state and nationals in the past, and there's a lot of pressure to do the same. I've also placed at the state tournament before, and I also placed with pressure on myself because I eventually want to beat myself this year, given that it's my last year of debate.
Coach Matt Good, Natalie Rush, and Liz Noel, we can't thank you enough for joining us today. Congratulations on all the great success. And just want you to know, you're always welcome here in the Sonic Locker Room.
We appreciate it, Bill. Thank you.